Hi, so the point of this video is to talk about this channel and say where I want it to go in the future and what's going to be happening in the next few weeks. Big thing I want to start with is please, if you are subscribed to the channel or you just found it, please leave me some kind of comment below about how you found it, what you liked, and what you want to see more of on the channel. Because that's basically the kind of nuts and bolts with what I'm going to try and do here. One of the things I'm really looking forward to changing in 2017 about the channel is this kind of fundamental problem that I see, which is just I'm inconsistent and I get burnout. That's not directly like, I don't get like, oh man, I'm spending up every single night just doing videos over and over. It's not like that. But basically my process before was that I would get like really worked up about some idea or some video and I would just like hammer it home like on a weekend or something. Like I'm going to spend all Saturday, all Sunday working on this one video. I'm going to put it out. It's going to be great. And it usually is. It usually does pretty well by my standard. The issue is then come Monday, I'm like tired, like, oh, I just put out this big video. I'll kind of lay it a little bit. I'll just go play some stuff on my Xbox or I'll do some chores because, you know, I just put out something big. But then it's like a week or so passes, maybe longer. I'm still doing the stream. But then it's like, ah, man, I need to put something out again. This process can take anywhere from a couple days to cycle through to maybe a whole month. Like I think my last video was literally like a month ago. My goal here is to use my software dev background. I have to itemize and I have to schedule. Scheduling is just all about saying, I want to be consistent. I want to do something every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That way there's always content. There's not like these giant droughts where I seem to just go quiet. The schedule going forward, the way I'm going to tackle this is Monday, I'm going to be doing something like this that I'm doing like right here. I think of it as kind of a state of the channel where every Monday I'm going to say, this is what I'm working on this week, this is what video is going to come out, this is what I plan on streaming, and this is also a place people can go to say, oh, I like this change, I didn't like that, and anything like that you want to talk about the channel, that's what this is for. And then Wednesday, what I'm hoping to do is, this is going to be my general kind of like weekly video. I consider it to be what I call a heartbeat. So even though I would like to do all those like one-off stuff like the Jack video or just some of the old like RuneScape stuff, that's not going to be the focus of the channel, but rather it's going to be this Wednesday one that knows, hey, I'm still making videos. Everything else like that is going to come out on Saturdays on its own separate schedule. Those are going to, the Saturday stuff's going to be like individual like little shows that I want to do. Like I'm going to do a 6-part series on this one little idea that I'm going to make and then I'm going to be done. But we're always going to go back to that big one on Wednesday. I'm a huge fan of horror games, huge fan of scary games. Like I remember back in like college, I used to on like Thursdays, I had a couple of other guys who, same thing, they would always like have like Thursday nights free because we didn't have a Friday morning class. It's essentially kind of like a mini little weekend. So we'd go over, get some drinks, and we'd play scary games. At the time, played a ton of like Five Nights at Freddy's, Amnesia, things like that. Just really awesome. And I want to really capture that because basically it's the whole goal of that is to go out and find games that have some kind of innate value inside of them. Something that like, oh, maybe this game isn't in your country. This game is really hard to find. It's really hard to run. It's just not well known. The whole point of that is to like for me to take that, package it, demonstrate it, and kind of go through it together. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be doing a stream of whatever I kind of want that week. If you ever have any ideas, just leave them on these videos. I plan on keep going with the Dead Rising. I know that's been really popular in the past. I never meant to actually make a Dead Rising channel. It just so happened that, oh, I want to make this stream to give myself time to play all these games. And it just so happened those games at the time were Dead Rising 2, 3, like basically 2.5, and then 4 came out at the very end. It's like, oh, well, shit, now I just made this channel that I didn't quite intend to, but it was still really fun. So, again, every Saturday are going to be some of the more random one-off stuff that I can't do as consistently, but I still want to have as a big part of the channel. There's stuff like the Jack build video. Like, that's something that takes a very long amount of time and a lot of just like back and forth on my part. I can't commit to doing something like that every week. Like physically, I do not have this space in my apartment. If you ever seen any of like my like RuneScape stuff, this is something that's done like really well analytically in the past, but I never really thought of it as a strong part of the channel. I enjoy doing it, but I can tell that there's not as much crossover. So instead, that's going to be split off to its like own channel. I'll have to come up with its own schedule. That's going to be super like second priority for me, but I do plan on actually kind of working on that a little bit. So again, to repeat, if you haven't already, please leave a comment down below. Say how you found the channel, what you enjoy, and what you want to see more of. Also, schedule is Monday, I'll be doing State of the Channel, what I'm working on, give you a place to go, say, this is what I want to see you. Like, I want you to see you stream this game, or I really want you to go try this game out, or hey, why don't you try building this thing from this video game? As well as giving me a forum just to say like, hey, this is what I'm working on. Maybe I'll do like a short video this week because look, I'm doing this giant editing project over here that needs a lot of time up front. That way I can just like, no, see, hey, I'm still working on stuff, this is what it is. And maybe I can like throw out little tips like, hey, I was editing today and I couldn't decide, do I want A or do you want B? Here's 2 clips, pick. And then Wednesday, what I'm hoping to do is, this is going to be my general kind of like weekly video. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Central Time, I will still be streaming over on Twitch. I'm probably gonna keep it Dead Rising for a little while, and then I think I have a couple ideas what I want to move into. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a little bit weird from what I've done, but I really wanted to actually get in contact with the people that subscribe. So this is something where you can go and be like, no, hey man, I really want to see more of that. Or like, hey, maybe I have this really good idea, and I want you to do more of that. So that's what this is. If you want to get a hold of me, and you can either do so below, otherwise I always put my Twitter and my Reddit username. I check those all the time because I think that's super important. Like even just like small stuff, like I can't say how much like makes my day when I'm in like some really long, annoying meeting that I don't really need to go to at work, and then I get some comment like on my YouTube video, I'm like, oh hey, that's really cool. It like takes me out of that. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I really loved playing that game, really loved making that video. I really loved building Jack. That's awesome. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see big stuff coming forward.